Hi everyone, Paul and Amy here. We are checking out the new Grand Floridian villas in Big Pine Key. We are in a resort studio, so that's a little bit different than the deluxe studios that are in the original villas building. These just opened today, June 20th, and we just got our room. We're really excited to show you around. If you like our content, please support our sponsors, World of DVC. It's DVC resale market where you can buy and sell contracts, DVC rental store where you can rent points to stay in a villa, and Monera Financial where you can finance a new resale purchase. So I'm here in the entrance of our new room. These resort studios are a little bit bigger than the original villas, but they're a little bit more like a hotel room. So you're gonna notice as you're walking around that it's got a little bit different amenities than we have normally. So the first thing when we walk in is this beautiful vanity type area. It's got a big bench here. I don't want to pull it out too much because it's a little bit on the heavy side, but this is kind of like a makeup area. There is no table and chairs, so this might kind of serve as where you would eat. And in this beautiful box is just a blow dryer. So kind of a funny spot for a blow dryer, and it's just kind of the same that they always have. But a beautiful mirror. The accents in this room are beautiful, very Mary Poppins kind of esque. Over here is kind of what's gonna be our kitchenette. We don't really have a regular kitchenette like you would in the regular deluxe studios, but we do have a little coffee Keurig. It's kind of the instant Keurig maker. We have some shelving over here if you want to store some snacks. Check out the wallpaper back there. You can see Mary Poppins and some of the penguins and the umbrella. Really a cool design choice. So this drawer right here houses your K-cups and some of your paper products. They are still doing the paper products here, but I will say, Paul will like this. We have ceramic mugs, so you get 2 of them. I'm sure you could request more if you needed them, and then some regular glasses also. And then under here, this is where our fridge is. It's not supposedly, it's not really a real refrigerator. It is a beverage cooler. So you should be really careful of what you put in here. You're not really supposed to put foods, it will spoil. But we did bring handy dandy little laser thermometer, so we're gonna see what the temperature is inside this. So I think we just point it. Now I will say it's kind of icy back there. And okay, so I just did this a little bit ago and it was colder than it's showing now, but it's showing right around like 30, between like 33, 34, depending on where you, whoa. Okay, if you point it on this icy spot, it's a little cooler. I don't think that it's as cool as a fridge. I think keeping drinks, I would be very careful with milk and things like that. So we have been told that you can request like a small microwave and or a toaster. There are some plugs right here, so you'd have to plug it in and probably sit it up here. We have not tested that theory because we don't want to take it from someone else. I'm sure they don't have them for every room, but if you need them, I do think you can request them and have them. Okay, we've got 2 queen beds, which is really nice, especially if you're traveling with, more people. Instead of the pull-down Murphy, you've got real thick mattresses. There's a lot of space underneath. These are the ones that are designed where you can put the suitcase underneath. It's a very elegant design. The headboard is fabric, so I hope it holds up over time. I really like the little night lights that you can pull out, like little reading lights. As soon as you pull those out, they automatically come on. They've got the same things at Riviera also, at least in the Tower Studios. And then there are a lot of plugs for charging. So on both sides of this larger nightstand, there is a double outlet, and there's also a USB and a USB-C. So you have that on one side and on this side also. And then over on the sides of the beds, on both sides of the beds, this is kind of neat. So it doesn't take up a lot of space. It's a shelf, but then underneath of that shelf, you have 2 outlets and then a USB and a USB-C. So there's a lot of charging space over here near the beds. So Paul's standing over by the bed, and I am in front of this big dresser, which does have a lot of space. These are some really, really big drawers, so a lot of storage in here for those. And then on both sides of this piece of furniture, also more plugs. So it's the same situation, 2 different outlets, a USB and a USB-C. And so we're finding a lot of those. And that is also on this other side. There's the same thing there as well. Really big television. They've got the new setup going on. I do love how it says your name and welcome and some nice music. So I really like that. So they do fit a lot of stuff in this room. There's a lot of furniture. We also have this couch. This also serves as the 5th sleeper. Really love the artwork behind it. The Mary Poppins flying through the air like Cherry Tree Lane. But I'm gonna try to get this down so I can show you the 5th sleeper. It's very similar to like the cruise line, and I think Yacht Club also has the same type of couch. But basically, it's a strap. You have to pull on it kind of hard. Try not to make a fool out of myself here. There it goes. And there it is. It's a bed. So then you just unstrap. You unhook these, and it should be pretty easy. It's just a thin little mattress, just like you would find on the 5th Murphy beds, but looks pretty nice. And I would say that it's decently comfortable, right? A kid or someone like me would probably be okay on it. It's not too thick. There's a lot of storage in this room. We've got the dressers over there, and then we have this closet. It's kind of like a double-sided. Ignore all of our stuff in the bottom. We just kind of tossed it in there. But extra pillows and blanket, a lot of space to hang things up. Something I'm really excited about that I haven't seen in a long time. You get the Grand Floridian robes to use while you are here. So those are really nice. This is a good size. I like how the light comes on automatically when you open it. And very pretty accents, on the front. And then over here, try to get out of the way. A lot of shelves. Safe is right here also. It's a pretty good size, for your stuff, or you could put a laptop in there if you needed to. And then our iron. So I'm in the bathroom, and it's a pretty good size, especially for a studio. It does not have the split bathroom situation like the current existing older villas do, but it is beautiful in here. This mirror and the way that it's lit around it is just elegant looking, and it adds a really nice light to this bathroom. It's very echoey in here, I've noticed, but you got a lot of countertop space, and there's a lot of space down there for some towels and storage. So they went with the small bottle toiletries, and so they didn't put the pumps on the wall, which is kind of nice. I really like receiving these a little bit more. The artwork in here is beautiful. The color palette matches really nicely with the rest of the resort, with the rest of the room, and the tile in here is really nice also. I will say mostly everything in this room is new, but it does, the walls and the door frames and stuff are very older existing, and they did just paint over a lot of that kind of stuff. So we have a tub and shower combo. I will say that I'm almost positive that this is the existing bathtub that was already there, because it just looks a little bit older. But the tile is brand new, and the fixtures are brand new, and it is a decent size. And then the toilet is also in here. The one thing I forgot to point out is when you open the closet over there, the doors are full-length mirrors. So that's really nice for getting ready. We're gonna head out to the balcony. We did book a lagoon view, so we have a view of the Seven Seas Lagoon. It is a beautiful view of the Polynesian coming out here. It's a very good sized balcony. We can see the ferry over there with the TTC, the Polynesian bungalows, and the whole resort. We can see the original Grand Floridian villas over across. This is a really great view. And then this balcony is huge, actually. There's a lot of space here. We've got 2 chairs. I can stand clear over here, Paul's clear over there. it's a ton of space. A really good sized balcony, beautiful views. I imagine I can see Wilderness Lodge in the background back there. Overall, I think this is a gorgeous room and a wonderful new addition to the Grand Floridian. They did use a lot of the existing structure, like the bathtub is the same and the doors and the walls, obviously. But what they did do and what they did change, it is beautiful. It is great for travelers like Paul and I. It's a really great room location, especially since it's really close to the main building, and the view's beautiful. And we could have chose from a theme park view or the lagoon view like we have, or a standard view, which I imagine a lot of those are just looking at the pool and the resort. So either way, I think you could have a really awesome view and a really great room.